Hello, this is Wanda. Thank you so much for tuning into the channel. You are very welcome. This is my backup channel and you are very welcome. Decided to do a video today and I wanted to talk about if it is safe to travel to Africa at this point. Is it safe to travel to Africa at this time? And so I wanted to just put my 2 cents in it since I have been living here on the continent for 5.5 years at this point. I left America back in July of 2020 and resettled in Tanzania. So I wanted to answer that question. Is it safe to travel to Africa? And the answer that I would give you is yes. If you are in the West somewhere and you're interested in visiting, resettling on the continent, I think it's a good time to visit. Africa is not involved in this war. This war is the Israel versus Iran. The Iranian war. So Israel versus the Iranian war. Yes, in the Middle East there is a lot of destabilization going on, but Africa hopefully will stay out of that war. That war has nothing to do with the continental Africans nor any of the countries. So I'm hoping that the continental Africans and the leaders of Africa will stay out of that war. Let them hash it out. Africans don't have anything to do with it, but I know a few leaders have mentioned they were taking sides, and so I'm hoping that we don't take sides. I think the South African president mentioned something that he stands with Iran, and the Kenyan president mentioned something about standing with Israel, I think, in America. So I'm hoping that these African presidents do not get involved in this war because it has nothing to do with Africans, have nothing to do with black people. So I'm hoping that they don't get involved. We should stay out of these wars with these Mzungus, with these Europeans, and the Persians and Medes are the Iranians. So the Most High, our God, our creator of heaven and earth, is stirring up the Medes and Persians against our enemies, the Edomites, which are the Europeans, Americans, and the Israelis, who are and have always been against black Americans and black people specifically. Yeah. So the Most High, our creator, our maker, stirring up the Medes, which are the Iranians, against them, which they started the war to begin with. So the Israel started the war. So the Iranians, they not playing. So yeah. But getting off topic, yes, Africa is still a safe place to travel. If you are wanting to visit, resettle, just to get away from the Western countries and all this fighting, come to the continent and make sure you take Ethiopian Airways or Kenyan Airways. Ethiopian Airlines or Kenya Airways. Don't take any. Qatar is off the list. It was on the list in my earlier years before the Middle East fight began, before the U.S. bombed Iran. Now Middle East, don't fly through the Middle East. Go ahead and do Kenyan Airways or Ethiopian. Those are my two top airlines if you are wanting to visit the continent. It is as good a time as any. Hopefully you have your passport. And I think at this point, Africa, and I've said this, Africa is going to be the safest place in the world, actually. Africa, the continent of Africa is going to be the safest place in the world. Africa is not involved in this fight, in this war that's going on right now. Yes, some of them may take sides, but I pray that they stay out of it. Things can pop off anywhere you go. Look what's going on in Mexico. Even Tanzania, during their elections, had some popping off as well. Kenyan has some popping off. Uganda has some popping off. These could pop off anywhere, but for the most part, the continent is going to be the safest place for, especially those of Afro descent, to be on the continent. So go ahead and get your ticket. Come through. If you decide to visit Tanzania, hit me up. DiasporaConnect0@gmail.com. This is my backup channel, and I have a main channel where it's for business. So I do consultations, and I also have a brick and mortar company in Tanzania. So, but this backup channel is like more of a personal journey, relationship journey, more of my personal life outside of the business side of it. So yeah, so I wanted to just say that yes, Africa is a safe place to travel at this point. But if you do decide to travel, wherever you decide to go, just get somewhere and stay put, because just know that wherever you go, you may be stuck. So just get where you want to be stuck, okay? You're going to either be stuck out of the U.S. or inside the U.S. So me personally, I'd rather be stuck outside than inside. Just me. Yeah, I don't feel safe living amongst the Epstein crew. Yeah, they're wicked, dark, and demonic. So yeah, the Epstein crew in America, I don't feel safe, and I've never felt safe living with them. This is not. It's just the world is just figuring out and finding out how wicked, dark, and demonic they are. But we've been saying it as Black Americans from the very beginning. When they first stole us from Africa, our ancestors, and brought us over to America, they was doing the same. The Epstein crew was doing the same things to us and our children. So nothing has changed. They're the same people from the same bloodline, and so they haven't changed. Very wicked, very dark and demonic, very evil. PDF sodomites, cannibals. Yeah, they've been that way. This is nothing new. The world is just finding out because of social media. So we've been saying this. We've been blowing the whistle, sounding the alarm about these wicked, dark, and demonic people, Europeans in America, and in Israel and everywhere else. So we've been trying to warn you, but you, for some reason, think that these are God's people, the Most High's people. They're not. Very wicked, very dark. They're the children of the devil, the synagogue of Satan family. So just wanted to do this video, and thank you so much for taking the time to subscribe to my backup channel. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm trying to get monetized on this channel. So don't forget to thumbs up the video. Don't forget to like and share if you know anyone that is interested in living in Africa. I am a native to New Jersey, born and raised in America, left in middle age at 50 something. Left at 50, but I'm 50 something, and I've been living a soft, beautiful life on the continent, and I don't regret it. I'm so glad that I made the decision to leave when I did, because all hell's breaking loose in the world, and specifically in America. So glad I'm not there. I feel so much safer. I feel at peace. I feel safe. I feel free here in Tanzania. So you can have the same peace, freedom, and safety as well. So yeah, so thank you so much for taking the time to see what I got going on, see what I had to say. You're very welcome, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.